No. You took care of me and my brothers. We ain't had nobody. And I promised Uncle John, just when I was a little boy, when I was 12 years old, that I'll stay around to help you.
Well, help me by staying here. All my things is here. Your uncle buried on this ground, John. I can't leave him.
But Aunt Sissy, Uncle never seen this day coming. If he had, he'd have been the first one on the road.
You might be right, child. I don't think Master Miss Sally gonna let me go. I don't believe in taking a chance on nothing.
Believe in me. Believe in me, Auntie. We a family, and we gonna make it. We've been waiting too long. God don't deliver. We got to make it.
Well, I was just a child. And part of me was sad, too, for different reasons. See, my best friend in the whole world was Miss Master's daughter, Miss Caroline. I loved that little girl like she was my own kin. We didn't know no better. We grew up together. See, Mama worked in the big house, in the kitchen, cleaning and helping that sister with just about everything. She brought me and took care of me and Miss Carolina right alongside one another. Shoot! Huh. Miss Caroline would call Mama. Of course not. I ain't made that mistake. No, Lord, no, Jesus. No, Lord, I ain't calling Miss Sally Mama. No. You ain't gonna catch me doing nothing to call for no whooping. But I do remember what we said to one another when it was time for us to leave.
Emma, I'm going to miss you so much when you go away. Miss Caroline, I've been thinking about that a lot. I'm going to miss you too. I don't understand why y'all have to go. My papa said I could stay as long as y'all want to. Miss Caroline, can I tell you a secret? Why, so, you know you my best friend. We tell each other everything. Well, I'm not supposed to say, but I heard my mama telling my pa we's leaving because now we's free. Y'all free? Free from what? Y'all ain't been in jail around here. Y'all live right here with us. Miss Caroline, she said something else too. What'd she say, Emma? She said when we get to where we going, ain't no white man gonna be able to tell my pa what to do no more. He gonna work for us and himself, and we're gonna be a real family. Have a house and a garden just for us and everything. That sounds like a lot of work to me. Same as now, I guess. Do you think we're gonna ever see each other again? I don't know, but I'll ask my mama till me pray to Jesus every night till we do.
But children sure know how to love. It's a lot they can teach us old ones. I tell you that much. And all kind of relationship was affected by emasculation. Folks like Aunt Sissy that just didn't want to leave from what they knew. I can't say I blame them. Shoot. My grandma would always say, better the devil you know than the one you don't. Now, back then, children didn't have no choices. The parents chose for them, and they prayed that they wasn't wrong. That's how that was. Of course, now if you leave together, there ain't nothing like family. The oldest, baby, I need you to come on and tell that story, because Aunt Emma just feeling a little upset. You tell that little story. Tell it now.
Okay, Aunt Emma, I'll be glad to.
Come on, baby.
Spicy, you got to help me with this here. Okay, let's see. This is a story about some slaves from the Varner Hog Plantation, somewhere around West Columbia, Texas.
Yeah, and if you listen closely, Zero and Leroy, you'll learn that what you're handed in life all comes down to one thing: the choices you make.
Yeah, but this was about a love story. A love story between two slaves named Isaac and Belle. He loved her and she sure enough loved him. But looked like fate could never seem to bring these two together.
Even in love, choices must be made. Now, it all started after the emancipation was read. Isaac was after Belle to marry him for quite some time.
Yeah, but she knew Isaac had a temper. And that he probably would be killed from Master, trying to run off from Master and his son, trying to protect her.
Well, now they were faced with an even bigger problem. Having to leave with her sister's child, who was also the master's child.
Wait, what? You mean the masters or whatever had babies with the slaves? You mean to tell me this master was a baby daddy?
Really? Come on now.
That was actually very common, Zero.
When human beings are thought of as property, anything goes.
Anyway, the time had come for them to decide whether to leave or stay, and their choice would change their lives forever. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Belle, did you hear the news? We waited so long. We got our freedom. So let's go. Where's your bag? I had my bags packed for a long time. Belle, we free now. Do you know what that means?
I sure do. It means we don't have to do nothing no more for nobody but us. I can be a lady in my own house instead of keeping house for Miss Sally with her old mean, hateful self.
It means I can be a man. I ain't gotta hold my eyes down no more. I can look a man square in his eyes so he can see I'm a man too. I can take care of my own family and not worry about nobody taking them away from me.
We can be together, real husband and wife. You ain't got to be scared about sharing you and Master or his son.
I just feel like God finally heard our cries. And he up there laughing too. The first thing we're gonna do is, Belle, what's wrong? You sad about us being free?
Isaac, you know I can't leave Lily. I was promised my dying sister that I'd take care of her child.
I know all about your promise, but what about me and the babies we gonna have?
And what am I supposed to tell my sister when I get up to heaven? Why I left her baby in the hands of those monsters?
Belle, it's not like we running. We got our freedom. Okay. Belle, it's gonna be hard starting off with a half-white child. These white folk ain't gonna be happy as it is. And when they see Lily, it's gonna be even more trouble for us.
That's why you got to go on without me. Isaac, I gotta stay.
I ain't leaving you. I'll die if I stay here, but I'll die if you don't come with me.
Isaac, I can't ask you to stay here with me now. I can't and I won't.
You ain't asking me nothing. I said we going.
Isaac, you listen to me. And you listen good. You're young. You're strong. You're handsome. Now, I seen the way Fanny and them girls been looking at you, so you can just...
Don't listen to me, girl. I'll die if I stay here. But I'll die if you don't come with me, and I've been dead too long, girl. It ain't right. We wait this long for freedom, and we still chained to this place, to these people. I can't hardly call them people. It ain't right.
Seems like my prayers ain't been answered after all. And it ain't Lily's fault who her daddy is. Poor baby. The other day, I was walking to the big house with Lily. And we seen Miss Sally. She tell me, get that bastard child out of the sun. She already ain't got no mammy. You want her to be black too? I can't stay here, Isaac. But I know I'll die if I leave here without that baby. The freedom bells is ringing, but I can't hear them, Isaac. I can't hear them.
Belle, we're gonna take Lily with us.
Isaac, you mean it?
She take you for her mama?
I'm all she got.
Then can't nobody be her daddy but me.
Isaac, I love you so much.
I love you too, girl. To death.
Well, they laid a plan to set out taking the little baby girl with them. The other slaves have been leaving for days. Some just threw them crocus sacks and holes down and took off walking straight out those fields and never looked back.
I know that's right.
Others, like Belle and Isaac, took longer to plan when and where they were going. Most went up north to other kinfolk. But for these two lovers, they had to find a time when they could get the baby away safely. Neither one of them would listen to the warnings that folks like Aunt Sissy gave them. Their hearts were for each other, the baby, and their minds were set on freedom.
Honey, you got everything?
Much as I can bring, I know we has to pack light. Isaac, I'm so scared.
We done made our choice. We gotta trust the good Lord to take care of us. But really and truly, I'm scared too. But we're gonna be all right. Let's go.
Hush now, Lily. Your mama wants you to be free. Me and Daddy Isaac will make sure you stay free.
They took off. And they knew that as soon as Master found out, somebody probably would be after them. But they had made a choice to start a new life together.
And even though they were free, their previous owner threatened their freedom. Make no mistake, he didn't want to do right by the child. He just didn't want somebody else taking him. See, back then, it was hard for white folk to realize we wasn't property no more.
It's hard to imagine that humans are treating other humans as property. I can't wrap my head around it. It's kind of embarrassing. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Zero, nobody blames you. You weren't there. But in order for us to eradicate the behavior, everybody must wake up.
They have been traveling now for almost 1 week. And then they ran into some white folks.
There it is. That's about white.
They had just passed by quietly, though, son. Everybody was looking, but nobody said anything. So they thought they'd be all right. But by that next evening, they heard horses behind them.
Isaac, you hear that?
I've been hearing it. Give me the child. When I say run, you don't question me. You take off east. Me and Lily gonna go north. God's spell. In a few days, we meet up. and see the past, just like we planned.
Isaac, what you gonna do with a baby? You don't know how to.
I'm gonna do what I have to do. I'm her daddy, and you is my wife. You listen to what I say.
All right. If you show. When I get there, I was gonna wait for y'all. I was wait for the rest of my life. You know I wouldn't ask you to do this. Isaac, please, you can make it if you're by yourself.
I can't make nothing by myself. You can run faster if you don't have to worry about Lily. I promise you, she's safe with me.
I pray God take care of y'all. Keep looking for me, Isaac.
Go there, run!
What happened?
So close to freedom. Belle was shot and killed. Three days later, they said they seen a man with a half-white baby in Cedar Path asking after a woman named Belle. They also seen him with a gunshot wound in his arm. But he didn't want no help from nobody.
Every time I hear that story, I get pissed off all over again. But I already know what y'all gonna say. You must forgive, son.
And guess what? You're absolutely right.
Well, what I want to know is how you tell the difference between forgiving and just being weak.
I understand exactly what you mean, son. I've been wondering the same thing since I got grown.
Exactly.
Forgiveness is not what most people think. Forgiveness is not forgetting a wrong that was done to you. Who could forget that somebody killed their child? I know I couldn't.
Damn straight!
But it is asking God to help you treat them as though it didn't happen. Forgiveness doesn't make you weak, son. It makes you strong.
And at times there can be even further questions. Like how far is too far?
Yes.
How long is too long? You see, it takes more than just putting on your pants every day to be considered a man.
Yes, Lord.
And every day, somebody or something will be testing your manhood, trying to figure out if you're all what you look like. Having to prove myself every day is wearing me out.
Exactly.
Son, that's why you have to keep your eyes on God. You can't look to the left nor to the right. Our freedom is too important for that.
Yeah, Jesus.
So even though the old methods of slavery and Jim Crow are gone, other kinds of bondage still exist?
My parents always told me that it starts with education.
Well, I guess I could step it up in school just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Whatever. I just know I need to stay as far away from jail as possible.
Yeah, you need to make decisions now that keep you away from the system altogether.
Because listen, by the time they get your DNA, fingerprints, name, address, phone number, you're liable to be blamed for any and everything, son.
I mean, I hear you, Ma, but I'm just trying to live, man. Why can't I be safe just kicking it with my boys? White man's world don't want a black man to do nothing but serve time.
For real?
Bro,
Too much. Too much.
No.
Too much.
this ain't it. It's not it.
No.
This boy out of here.
Hey, sweetie. You know Aunt Emma love you now. But you might want to sit this one down. Go on, sit down now.
The answer is melanin. It's the only thing they can see that's different about us. If everyone was the same, we'd all just get along.
No. Somebody will always be coming for you, no matter what color you is.
Period.
Man, this is really something. I've never heard anything like this before. I just thought everything was everything. I mean, me and Leroy are all good.
Of course. You white.
Son,
Let them know.
Your family well off.
Yeah.
Why should y'all concern yourselves with our struggles?
Samuel, take it easy on my son. What you so angry about today anyway?
Because some things never change.
Yeah.
It's still hard for a black man in America, still being lied to, disrespected, and disregarded.
Yep.
Things do change, Daddy. I thank God every day. But we have to stay positive. We have to keep the faith, Daddy.
Mama, what does faith have to do with it?
Faith has everything to do with it.
Thank you.
Faith is all we have. We gotta keep looking to Jesus.
Huh, we can look to Jesus all we want, but we still gonna be black.
Being black is not the problem. It's only a condition.
Let's take Juneteenth for an example. It was based upon a lie. President Lincoln wasn't trying to free slaves. His first intentions was to force states into the Union. Let's just say slavery ended by default. But however it happened, all of us in here must know that we have to keep our hands in God's hand. That's why we keep fighting. That's why we keep struggling. That's why we keep doing whatever we have to do. Because all of us in here have to admit that where we are now, we've come from a mighty long ways.
Oh, yes, Lord. That's why even today, our people can make the choice to do what they have to do, to get where they have to be. And we have to continue to forgive.
Yeah, but sometimes that means not ending up with the person you started out with.
Come on now.
That's true. That's it.
But we all know that come what may,
Come on now.
God will.
Yes,
Wish
Jesus.
I had a witness in here.
Jesus,
I said,
Lord.
God will. One more
Lord
time for
Jesus.
the person in the back. God will take
Jesus,
care of
God.
us.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. So Juneteenth, although based on a lie, is the story of our ancestors taking the first steps towards real freedom.
Yes, baby girl, and just like then, it still costs something to be free today. But we can't do it by ourselves.
We need each other. I mean, I want to be recognized as a person who makes a difference, then a woman, then an African American woman.
Right. No, I just don't want people making assumptions about me just because I'm a black male. And I feel like I shouldn't have to choose between going out and having a good time with my friends or staying home and being safe.
Well, son, you both have a right to everything you just said. Your ancestors fought very hard to give you that right.
Yes, Jesus.
Never forget where we come from.
Yes, Lord.
You teach that to your children and their children.
And remember, forgiveness is for you.
Yes, Lord.
Never owe a man a sorry. Only owe him love. That's the only debt you should ever have to pay.
Jesus.
You know what? You sure is right, Spicy. And the reason for that is because the father of us all sacrificed his only son for a debt he did not owe.
Yes.
Simply because we owed a debt we could not pay.
Amen.
Now we sit right here. All debt. Paid in full. Including the price of our freedom in this life, in the one to come. Oh, Jesus.
And all the people said,
Oh, Jesus.
Amen.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
Well, listen, are y'all ready to go and eat?
We're ready to go celebrate.
Yes, Lord.
Wait.
What you
Hold
got,
on
baby?
now.
What?
This is to take the time to say thank you.
Can you tell that Jesus thank you? Go right ahead. Yeah, that sound good,
To say
baby.
thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, God, for where you brought us from.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for where we're going to.
Thank you.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Go ahead and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the things that you have done. Thank you for the victories we've won. I'll never stop working to be free. I want to say thank you for what you've done for me.
Wait a minute, I just got one question.
What's up, Red?
You think you still can handle the Rev and some domino?
Let's go.
Now you have to remember I am a dominologist.
You know what? I'm coming for that title.
Let's go see anyway.
Let's go, Red.
Boy, that might not save days right there. That one I want saved. Boy.
We got the subscription. You still saved?
Hey, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hallelujah. Saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost. Hey, come on now.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. Come on here, boy.
That's my stepdad.
Terry, Micah Brown, India Filer. Zoe Handy, London Gidry. Kennedy Davis and Ross Cheatham. Blythe Castile and Joseph Chatan. Jaleesa Benjamin and Devon Norman. Albertina Hewlett. Big Jew Lawrence. Carlena Thomas. Donald Wright. Tiffany Dupas.
I'd like to introduce our writer, Twana Benoit. Also introducing our director, Josiah Price.
I'd like this young man to stand up. This is the father of the writer and the grandfather of the director. It is wonderful to have you here. Not only is this special because of all of us fathers, but to have this man here, the proud father, Samuel Gatlin, to have his grandson and his daughter to participate in this play. I know it's a special day for you, sir. And also in honor of Annie Gatlin, who is now going on to be with the Lord. We never forgot her. What a wonderful legacy she left for us. Thank you. And also, before we all leave, Home Furniture was nice enough to donate this to use for our play, and we're so thankful for that. Would y'all give them a hand? Because they didn't ask for anything but a thanks. All right. And just to let you guys know, if you like this performance, if you go to the Hyman Performing Arts website, there is another play next month called Testimony. All right. And actually, we have one young man that's in the play, Mr. Dwayne Terry. All right. So before you leave, again, would y'all be kind enough to give this wonderful cast, the directors, the sound and lights, and also the musicians that you can't see, another big hand? Would y'all bow for us? God bless you and traveling grace to everyone. Thank you.